Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They go right back to ETN. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Connects with Johnson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, and then go to work after.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
To throw here on 1st down. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Nick Bolton has it. 30. He's at the 10. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back to the pick 6. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to ETN. We're driving forward, but won't get beyond the line. Sidney Brown in on that stop. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Pass play coming here. Got Everett, and it's complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 47. A throw left side, caught by Neighbors. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. They'll run here following the penalty. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now they'll throw out of the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles take over as he records his 10th career INT.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
The kick by Hopkins is good. There's a flag down, and if this is defensive, could give them a first down. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on 4th down for that defense, roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. Running it after the penalty. And he has this one down to the 8-yard line. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Hurts now from the gun. Little off center, his man just couldn't adjust to it.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
No touch it! No touch it!
Robinson on the inside give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 1. It's 4th down and less than a yard.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. So second down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's going to get up to about the 33, but no more. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Throwing from the gun. Complete to Hyatt. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to the link right after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll throw it. This finds Everett complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run ETN. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, You still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. ETN. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. 3rd and goal from the 1.
Well, you're getting a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. They're going to run with ETN. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set.
That's Smith on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Great, set. Miami. Delta.
From the 40 on 2nd down. He intercepts the pass. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now give this up the middle to ETN. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
Ready up.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Let's go.
They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets loose down the right side. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Great, set. Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left, Delta.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Running back sent in motion. First down throwing for Hurts. As his target, it's Johnny Wilson. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
That's caught. It's Cade Otton. This is ahead for about 5. Aziz Ojulari getting there for the tackle.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Going right side, Robinson with it. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Micah McFadden able to make the play. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles, who don't have many options here on 4th and long. Ryan Stonehouse sent out to punt it away. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. The worst time for a mistake defensively, and that awards them this 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hyatt going to motion over left. 2nd and 10 now. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles take over on his 11th interception of the campaign.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
from the 38. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
On first down, Hurts finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Set.
Hurts throwing again. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he won't connect on that one, incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
Set.
Hurts to throw. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Set.
Hurts looking to throw. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
touch that. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Don't touch.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. This one finds Goddard. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On second down, Robinson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
73, 73. Don't touch that.
First and 10, here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Don't touch that. Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp. Don't touch it.
From the 48. That finds the rookie from Wisconsin, complete. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Don't touch it.
Hurts setting up to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Great, set.
One of the tight ends in motion left.
Don't touch it.
Second down, Hurts throwing again. He's still going at the 30. And they get this down to the 28. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10.
Great, set. Don't touch it.
Still sticking with the passing game. Goddard makes the catch. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. We have a timeout now for somebody shaken up on the previous play, and as they work on him, his teammates hoping this doesn't keep him out of the postseason. And they've got themselves another first and 10.
Great. Don't touch it.
A toss now to Robinson. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Great, set. Try left Yanni. Don't touch it.
A run here with Will Shipley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for first and 10.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Great, set. Don't touch it.
Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Once more, it's Robinson. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2.
Two-point conversion.
No touch.
This is caught. And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree, not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Etienne on 3rd down. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He fields this at the 18. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Officially a 55-yard launch. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Phillips. And the Giants get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They'll come out throwing. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Etienne. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on 3rd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Etienne again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Hyatt going to motion over left. Back to throw it. Throw caught by his running back. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Hyatt going to motion over left. It's a jet sweep. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Etienne. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now from the gun. Has it down close. And that's a New York touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. This finds Shipley, complete. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, a running back in the flat.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Great, set.
Hurts now from the gun. Can't connect over the middle, it's incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Great, set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has a left side block, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch made, a little beyond the 20-yard line. No return on that punt, and it'll be Giants football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking for a throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a 1-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
3rd and long for him here. Hyatt with the grab. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And as this hits and heads out, we wait for the mark, but it should be right on the 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Robinson on the inside give. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Second down now, 7 to go.
Great, set. No touch.
From the 23. Catch made by Shipley. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Great, set. No touch.
1st and 10 are under Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
No touch, set.
Another carry for Robinson. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. Moving in the right direction that time, but only 2 yards picked up, so it's 3rd and 9. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles with a little more work to do to win it here. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
No touch, set. No touch.
He'll throw it. Into traffic, complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they're going to take over possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Ooh, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Eagles will take possession. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Great, great, great. Set. No touch.
Now we're on with Robinson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
Crowd left, Yanni. No touch.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Shipley. And this one does not go far. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
No touch. Hey, Silver. No touch.
Now to throw. Got his target. It's Auden. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. From the right hash, 55 yards out. It has enough leg, and it's good from deep. And they're going to take the lead inside the final minute.
You know what I love about that, Kate? He didn't shrink from the spotlight. He seized the moment, made it his own. And that kick might just win them this game.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Setting up to pass. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And they snag some much-needed momentum to end the regular season as they start looking ahead to their wild card contest next week. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.